Sweet. Welcome to another episode of the Pencil Pushers Project. If this is your first time listening to our podcast, we primarily discuss music. We also talk about pop culture, sports, entertainment, current events, so on and so forth. I am one half of the group, Jay, and I'm also joined by my brother, Zay.
What's good, y'all?
What's good with you, man? How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I've been up since 7:30 though, so I'm kind of tired, honestly.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, before you pulled up, bro, I was nodding off.
To that Spillage Village.
But we'll get into that in a second, man.
Yep.
Weather's dropping. Fall is
upon us.
Officially here.
Winter is coming.
Yeah. So that's a relief. Don't do it yet. The Uggs. Not yet. not yet. We ain't forget.
Hey, somebody texted me about that title. They were like, Uggs in the summer. Who thought of that?
Oh, triggered?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I have a comment about y'all episode title. Like, yo, listen, hit dogs holler. It's not my problem.
Hey.
Not my problem. Good week, man. Everything good?
Yeah, it's just been a busy. I'm in the process of looking for a new apartment. Mm-hmm. So I think I might have found the lucky winner because I'm moving out of here. Did I tell you I found dog poop in the hallway?
Nah, but you told me worse things. That's not even the worst thing you told me. But that's like
I told you worse.
You told me worse things about being here, like some of your experiences.
Oh yeah, I have.
So this is like
that's light work.
That's light work.
It's time to go, man.
That was the final straw though. After all the shit you told me.
So about 2 days ago, actually, I was pulling up, and I was looking for somewhere to park, and it was an empty parking spot, and I pulled up, and it was a watermelon there. It's just a watermelon. I was like, wait, somebody left a whole ass watermelon out here?
What if they were like saving that spot? Like,
that's what I was thinking. I was like, man, somebody definitely did this on purpose.
But why a watermelon? Like, what's wrong with people, man?
It was weird, man. And it was like, it had like a napkin sticking out of it. Like, they put a hole in it and stuck a napkin in it and just left it.
Yeah, leave this place.
It's time to go, man.
It's time to leave, man.
And I hit my upstairs neighbors.
Among other things. It's like,
how are we going?
Also, oh man. It's going pretty good, man. I got it's been crazy, it's been busy, but I'm not complaining. I don't know if I told you, I'm down to twice a week for my chiropractor adjustments. I was going 3 times a week. So yeah, man. So
you feel better?
Yeah. I was having headaches before I started going there, and those kind of went away right away. And I feel better, and I've just gotten a lot more in tune with my body.
Go ahead.
No, just the overall experience of just going consistently, and I do like home therapy as well. They give you some stuff to kind of do on your own, as far as like reestablishing traction in my neck and different things like that. But
how does going to a chiropractor fix headaches? What's that link? If
you have a nerve of some sort that may be like getting pinched, and that could affect like for me it was like my sleeping. Like I could sleep for maybe 3 hours at a time, and then I would wake up and like I would have, it wasn't like a migraine, but it's just like a dull headache. Okay. So sometimes it just comes from that. Like for me, part of it was a situation with my neck, and that I think that's most likely from just like the pillows that I had when I was sleeping. Oh,
you got cheap pillows?
Yeah, man. We all pay a price in the end, but yeah. So
people don't realize how important a good mattress and pillows are.
Yeah, man. You don't really care until you care, and now like
that's true.
But it's going pretty good. Aside from that. Yo, Kroger, don't put mangoes on sale if they not ripe. I know.
What?
I bought mangoes because they had them on sale. So when they on sale, you thinking like,
these about to go bad.
Yeah, like so I'm getting ready to like, and I tested them, not tested them, but I felt them out. Like I was like, all right, we'll bet. So I went to like cut them open. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
These just too good.
Yeah,
they're fresh out the farm.
Yeah, man, sorcery, man. The betrayal. That's first world problems, man. But we got a lot of music dropped this week.
A lot.
and we're gonna get into that soon.
Too much.
Too
was too much music.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. Some of the reviews may be kind of rushed because I gave 6 hours to the game of music, trying to listen to. I listened to like 4 different albums.
I listened to
in a day. So I'll do my best, ladies and gentlemen. But I guess let's go ahead and get into the news that shocked the world. After a hiatus, Vin Diesel put out.
That was good.
Vin Diesel dropped. The streets wasn't even ready for it.
That was good.
Yeah,
I wasn't ready for it.
I know.
Oh, yeah. I remember when you sent me that link. You sent me the Spotify link. I'm like, Vin Diesel. I thought it was fake.
I thought it was fake too. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm not bullshitting. Vin Diesel put out a song, "Feel Like I Do,"
and it's a banger.
It's a banger in certain sectors. If you go to JCPenney,
Gap,
Express,
Old Navy,
Macy's, Abercrombie and Fitch.
Man, I better not ever hear that song in the fucking store.
You will.
I know, man.
If you go to what's the Bed Bath and Beyond.
Yo, Vin Diesel about to make so much money off that song.
That was quite frankly the most confusing thing I saw this entire weekend.
Oh yeah.
It
was so random too.
Why is Vin Diesel dropping music?
You think you got an album coming out?
I hope to God he don't.
Yo, if this man drop an album, we gotta do that review.
I will force myself to listen to it.
That's gonna be, bro.
I've listened to worse. Well, maybe not worse, but I've listened to some niggas I ain't want to listen to. And hell, why the hell not?
That's what happens when like celebrities make too much money and they just get bored. They can just call up one of their little DJ friends and say, "Yo, make me a beat. I feel like making a song."
And somebody really like tried hard too. They're like, "Yo, we gonna give you a song, and we're gonna make it sound like."
Oh,
something.
they gave that man the top of the line EDM beat.
Oh my God, man,
bro, his voice so damn deep. What
did they put that on the Fast 9 soundtrack?
Bro, I hope to God they do. That's what I was hoping. I was like, oh man, this gotta pop up.
Yo, you can't be Dom trying to pump niggas, and that's the song you got playing in the
What if they put it behind like one of his fights?
You trying to body slam a nigga?
But you don't feel like I do.
Oh my God.
That would be perfect. If there's like a line between him and Letty, and she's like, "You don't love me." He's just like, "You don't feel like I do."
Oh my God. Listen, man. Just when they already going to space in this movie. And
I can't believe they announced that. That's some crazy.
You gotta go another step further.
You know, it's funny. I don't know if you heard. I'm pretty sure you heard about the video game, the terrible video game that came out. Did you hear? They made a video game for Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
They actually had a mission where they went in. They kind of foreshadowed it. They had to use a Challenger to stop a whole ass rocket.
Jesus Christ.
It was great. I saw a video of the mission. It was funny.
All right, so all streaming platforms, all DSPs, check it out. Vin Diesel.
Honestly, I think everybody should check it out.
Like
I think that's all. I think it didn't get enough love. Like
it didn't.
It didn't get enough attention.
The Kelly Clarkson show tried to give it some props, and I don't know if
Bro, I didn't even know Kelly Clarkson had a show.
I don't know nothing no more. I didn't know this nigga had a song. I don't know anything anymore.
I thought they would put it like on Good Morning America or something. Nah, you know what? They probably rejected that shit.
Just wait.
Oh, you think it's coming?
Just wait. It's got to make its rounds. It's got to make.
How many songs they giving Vin Diesel on the soundtrack?
They'll give him 2.
Yeah, I can see 2.
They'll give him 2.
I can see that.
Oh my God. All right. Threw a curveball. I was trying to figure out how to set that up.
Yeah, that was a nice curve. I didn't see that curve. I thought that was nice.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna hit you with the obvious. We'll get to that in a moment. But first, you want to get out the serious stuff.
Yeah, man. Let's go ahead and
all right,
get right into it.
So we're gonna touch back on the current happenings in the Breonna Taylor case. As you all may know, I believe last week the family received a settlement in the amount of $12 million, which with a civil settlement that wasn't really promising to me personally, but
nah, not really.
You know, they said the settlement included other means of police reform, just a lot of, I think, just lip service. I don't know if anything will really be substantiated. But anyway, moving forward, the ex-officer, one of the ex-officers, was charged with wanton endangerment, and I'm not gonna lie, I had to look that up. I was like, what the hell is that? No, I know what it is now.
You know what it is now?
Yeah, I know what it is now.
Go ahead and explain it.
But basically, because they fired, the officers fired their weapons, and other neighbors could have been harmed because some of the bullets went through the walls.
Right.
That's what he was charged with. So not actually the murder of Breonna Taylor at all, actually the neighbors. So the neighbors actually got justice, and not the family of Breonna Taylor.
That's crazy.
That's the law. That's not
that's an insane law.
That is the law. So the $12 million of, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what that means to the family. I'm sure, as of what was it, Friday or Thursday?
Yeah, it was Thursday.
So yeah, and you already kind of saw the writing on the wall anyway, just from they were boarding up windows.
They put the city in a state of emergency on Tuesday.
Yeah, man. So
they already knew.
So yeah, I don't think this comes as a huge surprise to anyone. It's just added frustration in a situation that was shitty from the start.
Yeah, that whole situation was messed up. Especially if you actually know what started it and know like how it led up to that. That whole situation was just crazy.
And just
honestly.
And just like what it says. It says that, we're sorry that she died, but the officers are not responsible that she died.
What's crazy is they said that the ballistic report, they said that even when the dude blind fired inside, they said that none of his bullets hit her. So they're just like, we don't know who bullet hit her. I don't know if I believe that, but
I mean, come on, man. Somebody's bullet. I mean,
somebody's bullet. Y'all got it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not.
You keep records of all those guns, fam.
That's what I'm just. It just doesn't make any sense.
So when I saw that, I'm like, yeah, y'all lying. Y'all definitely covering up for these people.
Yeah, I mean, that's the nature of law enforcement. You get the type of protection that a regular individual wouldn't see on any given day.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, hopefully, hell, I don't even know where this is going to go, man. The cities have been protesting. People are obviously upset. This is just something that continues to happen. And I just see, I did see that there were 2 officers that were shot.
Yeah, during the
protesting.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, to a lot of people, this is going to be a sign of the times to come. People are getting sick of marching. People are getting sick of protesting and getting the same results. And we're going to start seeing, in my opinion, more of these extreme reactions.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's like, well, fuck it.
I'm not saying to justify it, but I don't see anyone get hurt. But at this point, if you ain't get the message when people was burning down buildings, you ain't get the message when people was protesting, I think those people don't really know where to go at this point.
Well, it's fed up. It's like what do they say about getting someone's attention? You speak softly, they ignore you. You speak a little bit louder, they ignore you. You speak a lot bit louder, they ignore you. Then you start screaming, and they say you to calm down. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. I was calm and you wasn't hearing me. So
yeah,
people, they get pushed to extremes when they feel that that's going to yield results. So. The moral compass is blurred for a lot of people at this point. There was a time when people were anti-gun, and in the past few months, gun ownership has shot up.
Oh yeah,
and people are now thinking about things in a different way. And
I got friends who I never thought about buying guns right now.
People who you wouldn't think, who are owning weapons and just understanding, at least in their brain, that maybe the way that we've thought was working is not in fact working at all. Mm-hmm. So, prayers to the family.
Absolutely.
Like I said, I know that's just devastating news to hear, and just you feel like it's a slap in the face when you feel like there's some progress that was being made. I think they passed like a law.
They passed the Breonna Taylor law. They can't
for the no knock warrants.
Yeah, no more no knocks. And I think it was sad is like the dude, they came in at 10 o'clock that night. That whole situation was just crazy. Whole sting operation over her ex. It's a messed up situation.
Yeah, man. It's terrible. Do
you think the police? Because Kenny said he only heard him say they're the police once, and they said it multiple times. But I guess there's no really no.
No, listen, man. Like, the way I feel about it, if it's a no-knock warrant, then they wouldn't have announced that they was the police. They would have just kicked the door in.
Right.
And then his response as a individual who's protecting their home and assuming this is
scared.
a home.
Probably scared, man.
Well, with someone kissing your door at 10 o'clock at night unannounced, you assume it's a home invasion.
Yeah.
And you respond accordingly, which is what happened. And unfortunately, Breonna Taylor was a casualty of that home invasion. So I'm not going to rehash. I mean, everyone knows the situation. And it's just, unfortunately, a lot of people, I'm not going to say everyone, but a lot of people assume that this would probably be the outcome. Months of, no words and nothing that kind of leaned towards any type of justice for Breonna Taylor. And, it's sad. I'm personally, excuse me, and this is sad to say, but I'm kind of numb to a lot of this shit, man. And I think that's for a lot of people, that's the sentiment. It's like, damn, we seen this movie 1,000 times.
Yeah, and you would think that with 2020 being how it is, from George Floyd to the dude, Ahmaud Arbery, to the guy who was what's his name? The guy who was hanging in a tree. Robert Fuller.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
Yeah, man.
So you would think that maybe things will change. And I don't expect things to change overnight. Don't get me wrong, but you would expect some type of progress, at least.
It's hard to have hope when you want to have hope, but you just know what happens when you have hope.
Yeah,
you get let down. So it's just very hard. And like I said, I can't blame anyone for feeling pessimistic or cynical or just expecting the worst, because that's the story. It seems like almost every time. You know what I mean? So.
And then for us, and then it's only in America. That's the thing. Like, I'm not saying injustices don't happen anywhere else, but other countries look at us like, the fuck y'all got going on over there?
It's a shit show, man.
Yeah,
it's a shit show. So, when new information comes forward, of course we'll touch on it. But once again, prayers to Breonna Taylor's family.
Yep. And
rest in peace to Breonna Taylor.
Yep.
And it's a shame that justice has not been sought out for your murder. But again, having hope, hopefully, things can be made right in your name and in your honor. So I just want to definitely make sure we speak on that before we go into the music news.
Absolutely.
So let's go ahead and transition, man. Let's get into some music news. So I saw that Kanye had given his Good Music artists his share of their masters after, the past week he's been tweeting about different things regarding, the music industry and different labels and just things that lended itself to predatory deals from record labels and just trying to do his part to make things right. Mm-hmm. And this is a step in that direction. So
yeah, that's a great move by Kanye to give all. That's a lot of money too. Yeah, that's a lot. That, like, those Good Music catalogs, you gotta think who signed. That's John Legend. You got Pusha T. You got Big Sean, Tiana Taylor, Designer with the Panda. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of money he just gave up. Yeah. So, I'm not sitting here saying, Kanye is the greatest human on earth, but that's a statement. And I think it's been a lot of stuff going on this week, so it probably got overshadowed. but make no mistake, that's huge.
Yeah, no doubt. And like I said, I think, this specific incident is good, regardless of how you feel about Kanye and the things he said in the past year, 2 years, so on and so forth. This is a tangible thing that is done. So it's kind of putting your money where your mouth is.
Yeah.
So again, this is a step in a good direction. This is a step in, I guess no pun intended, a good direction. But it's a good thing to see. We'll see what happens going forward and how he continues to try to fix this situation. And it's obviously something that's been talked about for the longest time: artists versus labels, the creator versus the business, and hopefully other big artists either follow suit, and not in this specific way, but just something that lends itself to actually treating your artists fairly in your capacity. It doesn't have to necessarily be like the exact same thing that Kanye just did, but just continuing that trend. And if we're really going to be collectively looking at this as people in the industry of music, it has to be more than just one.
Kanye.
Yeah. So
that was, shout out to him. Shout out to all those good music artists. And if y'all don't really understand the magnitude of that, Google who's on good music. Because I guarantee you there's a lot of artists on there. You probably huge artists that you didn't even know he signed. So, that's a big deal. So shout out to him.
Absolutely. But
we're not done talking about Kanye.
Yeah, speaking of
Kanye.
Speaking of Mr. West, he is
he's Akon.
He's in Haiti right now. And you said he wants to build a city there?
Yeah, he wants to build a city because he said that's where slaves did their false revolt against their masters or something. I don't know. He posted it on Twitter. So he said he wants to build a city in Haiti called Ye-Land.
That's
not really the name of it.
That's
not really the name.
Okay, all right. I was about to say.
You better be like, that's the most what's narcissistic shit you could ever do.
Well, corny too, but yeah, that too. But just come on, man.
What if you really named it Ye-Land? That would be so cool.
That would be despicable.
That would be the most Kanye thing he's ever done. He will never top that.
Are you going to visit?
If he builds it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if he says tourists can't have sex out of wedlock?
I'll be there for 3 days. It'll be a 3-day visit, I'm sure.
In and out, huh?
I think he's trying to build Wakanda. Guarantee it.
Trying to beat Akon to the punch, huh? Him and Akon
racing
to the
race
for Wakanda.
Africa.
Man,
that's a crazy ass race. You saw the president greeted him at the airport when he landed.
Of course he did. I mean, look, it's we'll see what happens with it. He's starting to kind of put his energy. I think he's still doing music, or he's not releasing music at the time. So he's putting his energy into other endeavors, and we hope he continues this. And like I said, we'll see what happens.
He's a billionaire. He can do what he wants.
Well, almost. He's still fighting for
his master.
Well, he can't do everything he wants because he's still fighting against people who can really, do what they want. So
yeah, that's true.
He's just kind of in a space where he can stand on it and not, take the hit he'll take is not like
major.
Yeah.
Like, you think he's going? Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying he can sustain the hit. That's all.
You think he's gonna draw the best album of the year? He's gonna draw top. It's gonna be a top 5.
Maybe. I've heard some gospel albums that are pretty good, but I'm sure it'll be an upgrade from Jesus is King.
Oh yeah.
So
he dropped a song this year, "Wash Us in the Blood." People didn't play
it. It was good.
Enough. That was a good song.
It was good.
But all right, well, stay tuned on that. We'll definitely be tuned in to Ye-Land, and if it happens, I don't know. The world is weird, I guess.
Well, what else can we expect in this crazy year? So we may as well keep it going. So, all right. So let's get into some music. So
should we say the best for last?
Sure.
All right, cool. Action Bronson.
All right, only for Dolphins.
Only for Dolphins. And that's not to say the album wasn't good. Action Bronson is that nigga. Let's make that clear.
Yeah, I
love Bronzino.
You finished the whole thing?
I didn't. Oh shit. I barely. No. It's too many. It was too many albums. I was flip hopping between all of them.
So I'm not gonna hold you. I was washing my hair when I was listening to this, and
I feel like that's a good time to listen.
It was.
Yeah. I feel like it's actually.
It was. I mean, the songs that I've already heard, I liked. Latin Grammys, Goldeneye.
Yeah.
They're already pretty fire. Honestly, the production is great. It sounds great, and it just, it kind of lends itself to his rapping style. And there's nothing I can really say about it that, if you're an Action Bronson fan, I think you would definitely dig it. I'm trying to think of what songs that, besides the ones I already named. The first song, what's it, Capoeira?
Yeah, that's that fighting style, ain't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That shit's pretty hard. All the songs are pretty hard, to be honest. Like that one, I like that one a lot. Sergio, I like a lot. And Cliffhanger, I like a lot. So I'm not even gonna, honestly, like I said, I don't even really have a good rating. I just was so much music and so little time, I was trying to just get in. But it is a pretty good album. It's a very chilled album. I wouldn't recommend working out to it, but if you probably somewhere just riding around or cleaning the house or some shit like that, I think you'll dig it.
Yeah, I don't think Action Bronson get enough credit for the way he names things.
Very unique.
Yeah, he's like the master. I'm not talking about just the title. I mean, like even the track names. Yeah, he don't get enough credit for that. He's really creative with the stuff. Yeah,
I think it's very, it's him. It's very much him. It's his lane, his pocket. I like reviewing people like Action Bronson. 'Cause I don't have to think about like, bangers or, I mean, not that he doesn't have bangers, but just like, how it's gonna appeal to like a mass audience.
Yeah, and it's quality. That's the thing.
Yeah,
he doesn't. It's not like he don't drop that much music.
Yeah,
but every time he do, it is quality.
Yeah, so. He had a bar on there talking about being on Irishman, and I forgot. Oh, yeah, he was on Irishman.
He was.
Yeah.
He should act more.
He ain't bad.
Seeing him in an Irishman was kind of like the biggest surprise of the movie, low key. If you knew who he was.
Yeah. No, he was good. He did his thing. It was a good movie.
How do you think Martin Scorsese ran that by? How do you think? I wonder how he got that.
He probably was like, "Yo, Robert,
I'll make you a sandwich. I'll make you a sandwich if you let me in the movie.
Yo, just let me in." He's like, "All right, one scene." He's like, "All right, yeah, that's cool." But nah, yeah, man, great, great chill album, and especially with everything that's going on right now, just something I could listen to and just zone out. I don't really feel like, like it's a preachy album or nothing like that. It's just something that's just something to vibe to. So yeah, I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm not gonna rate it just because I listened to it when I was washing my hair, and I was like, "Damn, this is pretty good." And I didn't really even know like all the songs that were playing. I just
so you couldn't like
I couldn't see the track list. So but I remember a few of them.
Well, shout out to Bronzino, man.
Yeah. So
quality.
And so let's move on to you said you didn't finish Village?
No, I made a track 8, so I can give it a review.
All right, so I finished it just as we kind of started setting up here today. So Spilligion by Spillage Village, consisting of Earth Gang, J.I.D, and some other people. And you said it was too positive.
It is.
Expound.
I want bangers.
You want toxicity in your
absolutely.
Your
I need at least one. Give me at least 2 toxic songs. Don't make me feel like I'm in like a hip hop church.
Well, that's what it is.
That's literally what it is.
That's what you get.
I was sitting here like I was driving. I'm like I can't listen to this album when I'm driving. I can't listen to this. I could probably listen to it at home, but I gotta be extremely high. because literally the whole album is about them smoking weed and being happy. That's the whole album.
And
that's what I
not for
and
you,
bars.
Huh? Not for you, huh?
I mean, it's a good album. It's just, it's too damn positive. It's smoking, it's bars, and there's a lot of bars, man. I ain't gonna lie, them niggas can rap.
Well, I mean,
that's the one. Hey, if there's anything I took from the album, they can rap.
Yeah. Any songs that stood out to you that you?
Well, I only made it through 8, so we'll see. Let me. Baptized, definitely. Baptized is good. Where's this album at? Damn.
Who's this? Who's the Mariba chick? She's fire. Is that how you say her name?
Ariba.
The couple songs were there was like a female in there, like rapping / singing.
Oh yes, I don't know.
On Psalm Sing was a good song.
Yeah, Psalm Sing was good. Mecca, I like Mecca.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Judas was gonna be a banger. Boy, was I let down.
You didn't like Judas?
No, Judas was good.
Oh,
it just wasn't a banger.
Oh,
I mean, look at it, bro. It's called Judas. G.O.O.D, Chance the Rappers, Tory Lanez, Buddy.
No, I get it. No,
I was like, bro, this sounds like a banger.
Well, you think maybe it's too many people in there?
No. That's ideal. They could have had Tory Lanez do like the little sing shit at the end, but they had the rest of the song just hard as hell. Man.
Well, just as Judas betrayed Jesus, you were betrayed with your expectations.
I was. But don't get me wrong. This is a good album. Make no mistake. I'm not shitting on this album in any way. It's actually a really good album.
It's too positive. What do you mean?
It's just too positive. It's so positive that it kind of annoyed me. And also it's like I said, like I told y'all before we started. I like hearing G.O.O.D on bangers.
So this wasn't the best ensemble of music for him to really exercise his gifts?
Yeah, just give me one, man.
No, I get it.
But the production was A1. I will say that.
Well, I get you. And I do kind of agree with that, the G.O.D point. I don't think the production really gave him that runway to really take off.
Yeah. And the thing is that he can spit over anything. Like, he takes off a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, the fact that they didn't give him, like, that platform just to... Who is Spillage Village, anyway? Okay. Okay. That's cool, too. Man, that nigga J.O.O.D be signing everybody. Hey, you got bars? Come to Dreamville.
You text me that album name, and I just was like, I don't know who the fuck this is, but... But then I saw some niggas I knew. I thought, Earth Gang, I know them. J.O.D, I know him. Ari, I know her. And I was just like, all right, well, I can.
J.O.O.D be signing all the earthy niggas.
That's the thing.
These niggas, he was signing niggas who like walk barefoot on the ground.
Listen, you gotta go where you want it. That's why Wale never worked in MMG, really.
That's a good point.
So you gotta go where you can grow.
That was pretty good.
And Stolly.
Whatever. He dropped something this weekend too. You know that? Oh my god.
I didn't know that. But
there you go. Now you know.
But Rick Ross tried one of them earthy niggas, and I like Stolly too. Let me not say that like I'm disrespecting him. I love Stolly.
Oh no.
It just that shoe didn't really fit. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh no. Much love to Dreamville. They got some lyrical miracles over there.
So
they're just all earthy as fuck.
But anyway. I think that's his bag though, because it's like if not there, then where? Not that there's no other like earthy artists,
right?
But if you have a hub for it, then
yeah,
why not?
It works for them.
You know what I'm saying?
But anyway, so yeah, my review 8 tracks in so far. I give it about a 8. It's just positive as fuck.
Well, I like it.
I liked Ocean too. Ocean. Okay, yeah, I like that too. Did I say Ocean?
Ocean. Hey, he's a killer. Easy. Nah, man. It's for me. I finished it just as we started to set up in here, and it's chill, man. Like I said, kind of for you, I don't have an issue with it being positive, but I just kind of saw that was kind of gonna be the lane that they was in. So some of the beats were kind of a little somber for me. I kind of maybe would like some variety between maybe some more energetic versus more somber. But I think, like you said, it kind of just really caters to that mood of like if you smoking somewhere or if you just chilling somewhere and you just kind of want something that's kind of laid back. So in that regard, I fucks with it. Psalm Sing, like I said, I like that song a lot. Baptized is good. Judas I like. Cupid I liked a lot with Black and Lucky Day. It was really good.
I didn't make it to that, but I know that song go hard.
Yeah, well that's 8, so you probably like right there. Yeah. And then Shiva is pretty good. So again, not rating it because I just kind of listened to it. But first listen, it's a good listen. If you're in a smoking mood, this will probably be for you.
Oh yeah.
If you
this is the
are
album.
folding some clothes or some shit, doing laundry. I'm just saying this is
the doing laundry album. Yeah, it might be actually.
It might be. You know what I'm saying?
Sunday morning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know,
it's literally hip hop, bro. The intro was a hip hop church.
Before you go to real church, this is for this could be for you.
I like hearing Country Black's voice, man. When they had him talking at their, I like that.
Which one?
That was the first intro.
Oh, with Desi and Country Wayne?
Country Wayne.
Yeah.
Shit. I say Country Black.
Yeah, he said
Country Wayne. I'm sorry.
I think he said Country Boys. I was thinking like, okay.
Nah.
Yeah,
Country Wayne. I like hearing his voice, man.
Yeah,
that was nice.
He's pretty funny. I like him. I follow his social media. Desi's a little much for me. I like some of his skits. Some of his skits are creative though, but I like Country Wayne.
Yeah.
But all in all, man, pretty decent project. So again, we got a lot of shit, so that we can go ahead and move to.
Wait, you didn't rate it?
I'm not rating none of them.
Oh, what the fuck?
I just said that.
I rated it, and I didn't even finish it.
Okay.
All right, that's fair. All right.
All right. Dom Kennedy.
Rap and Roll.
Rap and Roll.
I actually like that track. I like that title.
Yes, and Mr. Dom Kennedy. I like the album cover with the classic little chair. Anybody who's black knows this chair. The Malcolm X picture to the right, him and Nip to the left, and I like it, man. To be honest with you, this is probably my favorite project since Get Home Safely.
It's a return to form. It's a return to form.
It feels like this is like that Dom a little bit.
Yeah.
You know,
we're almost back to Yellow Album Dom. Yeah.
So it really was just kind of refreshing, man. Like I've liked some of the stuff he's come out with since then. Obviously the stuff with him and Hit Boy, $500,000 shit. Los Angeles Not For Sale. It was cool, but it was just always cool. Like I didn't like love it, but it was just always like cool. Like this,
I agree with
like
that.
I really like. So going into the project, the production is pretty good, very good actually. Even some of his offbeat rapping is kind of cool. It's not a lot though. It's like very subtle, but so let me get into some of my favorite projects or songs. Excuse me. TYM is good. For the Little Homies is good. I like St. Ermias.
Yes,
it's kind of not a big nod to Nip, but he does mention Nip on there. Bootleg Cable's hard.
Bootleg Cable was hard. I agree.
What's the last one? Him and Casey Veggies. It's pretty good.
Life.
Yeah, that one's pretty good too. I like that. So yeah, man, it feels like old Dom. It just feels like, you know, and I hate saying that because I know artists evolve and they're different, but just something about his projects in the last few years that just I always felt like there was just something left to be desired. But this one, like, I really, really like a lot. Way more than honestly, way more than the Hit Boy, the one him and Hit Boy just put out.
Oh yeah,
so,
me too.
You know, and I thought that was pretty good, but this is really good. So, excuse me. If you are a Dom Kennedy fan and you are in that same boat, hey man, Yellow Album, Get Home Safely, from West Side with Love type of vibe. This is kind of reminiscent of some of that. So, Yeah, man. How far did you get?
I made it to bootleg cable.
Oh, so you? Okay.
I'm pretty deep.
Okay. What you think about it?
It's good, man. I enjoy what I heard so far. I'm a huge Dom Kennedy fan, but I will admit that, like you said, lately he's been dropping cool. They've been cool. They've been decent, but definitely needed something different, needed something better. So hearing this was kind of a relief to me, to be honest. And, I love Yellow. I consider Yellow album a classic album. I'm not going to lie.
Agreed.
I think it's probably one of the best albums I've ever heard. So, it's a timeless album. So my expectations for Dom, every time he drops, even though that album came out in 2012 or 2011, every time he drops, I have really high expectations for him.
Mm-hmm.
So coming to this album, I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't even know he was dropping. He just kind of dropped it on us.
No, I follow him on social media, so
so you knew it was coming.
Yeah, he had a listening party at Power 106 on Wednesday, but I didn't want to listen to any of it until it came out. But he had announced it like in the past couple weeks that he was dropping it. So
okay, I didn't know that.
Well, but honestly, to me, that's like the only way I really know if people are dropping music, because obviously this didn't show up on like the front screen.
Yeah, no.
So
it was one of those if you know type things.
So that's what kind of really made me start following people on Instagram or social media. It's like that's the only way I'll know if they have new music coming out. And then I still don't know sometimes.
Public Enemy dropped the whole album. Nobody even knows. I actually heard it was good too.
That's kind of tragic, man. That's kind of disappointing, man. For somebody as
a group as iconic as the Public Enemy. Yeah, and that is crazy, ain't it?
But that just shows you the music business. They don't, they're not profitable. So it's like, why would people know, really?
If it's not on the front page of that streaming site, people ain't gonna click it.
You're a hardcore, exactly.
Did people put Tory Lanez shit on the front page? When you logged into Spotify, did you see it? Oh.
But I think that's because he's independent now. Because a lot of times I think those labels will nudge the streaming services and say put them up there. So I looked at it more to that. Because this is his project under his own label, so
right. But anyway, so yeah, good project. It was good to hear Casey Veggies again. That was kind of refreshing.
I'm hoping he gets a turnaround too, man. I follow him on social media, and I saw he was in the studio with Mike and Keys, who was a big part of his Life Changes production. So.
Nico G4 don't do anything unless Dom Kennedy's in there.
Only way I listen to him.
That's definitely his best friend.
Hey, he got a song Dom on there with him. Oh, never mind. Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good album. Let me see. Favorite track so far: Six Ave. I like that. Mm-hmm. I like Tom or TYM. For the Little Homies. Sirens was cool. I like Sirens. Saint Hermes, well, you know what I'm saying. Saint Hermes. And I stopped on bootleg cable, so I'll say bootleg cable. Oh, and I heard Life, obviously, because that was actually the first song I listened to because I saw Casey Veggies and Dom. Yeah, and they don't miss, so
they don't.
Yeah, that was it. I can't give a review because I didn't finish it, even though I gave a review of the Spillage album. Yep, definitely contradicted myself.
Listen, man, you can give a review.
I give myself double standards.
Listen, man, they say that I don't feel like it is a reason to not give a review. I don't feel like it. So, okay.
Make your own score up.
You rate it, nigga. Nah, but yeah, great project from Dom. I'm pleasantly surprised with it, and definitely will be tapping back into it once we leave.
Damn, too many fucking albums. We didn't even get to all of them. Did you see MGK? Never mind. Too many albums.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's just the.
This was a week.
Yeah, a lot of music. So I know you say you didn't listen to it, but I listened to ASAP Ferg, Floor Seats 2. Ferguson, who was kicked out of ASAP, but then told him like, nah, I'm not kicked out.
You're kicked out.
You kicked out.
You're Barry.
So he let himself back in the group and put out Floor Seats 2, which is a follow-up to Floor Seats. Obviously, from the title name, you could kind of tell that. So this is a great album for working out to, because I listen to it in the gym. And it's very much Ferg, high energy. And, you know, for me, I liked it, man. Ain't too much I can really say about it. No Ceilings hits different a little for me, just kind of hearing it in sequence.
Really?
Yeah, I really like that song now.
Is it like the No Ceilings from the mixtape?
The one that just came out with him and Wayne. The one
I didn't hear it.
Oh, I thought he dropped like a single.
They did. Yeah. I think I've seen it before, but I don't think I heard it.
Yeah, so
too much.
I heard the single, and it's weird, like just hearing songs by themselves, and then hearing them like in sequence. It's a great song. This shit is hard, man.
What about the Tyga feature? I heard Tyga ripped it. Yo, that's the one thing I hear about. Everybody's like, yo, Tyga.
I usually hate when motherfuckers just be naming songs after people. But Dennis Rodman is hard, bro.
Yeah, I kept. That's the one thing I kept hearing about was that damn Tyga feature, man.
Listen, man. If I'm gonna say this, man. People love to clown niggas when they down, but when niggas is up and they can make some good music or make some good features, I'm gonna give them they due. Tyga is great on projects. If anyone,
he's a great feature.
You know, I really think that, you know, he doesn't really. I don't know where he stands at in the eye of the masses, or the eye of the people who you know listen to the music. But you know, he killed this shit, man.
People be sleeping on Tyga, man.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
People really sleep.
That's what I'm saying. That's how I feel. So I feel like, yeah, man, his feature was hard.
So I should get the album, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mulatto's feature was hard. He got a song with Antha Panther. I've never heard of her, but she killed that shit. But yeah, she killed that shit, man. Movie Hips came out earlier, so I heard that with Nicki and
they did Made in Tokyo dirty. Why they didn't get that nigga a verse? I don't know why they kept that man on the hook.
Disrespect.
That was disrespect, because he definitely could have did his thing on that song.
Yeah, honestly, the only song I didn't like was the one with him and I don't know why he calls him. Oh, he calls him Puff Daddy, but the song with him and Diddy, I didn't really care for it at the end. But so yeah, man. So I guess let me reiterate some of my standouts. Dennis Rodman, I really like. No Ceilings, I really like. Mask, I really like. And I think that's it. No, Aussie Freaks I like, with Fabio Foreign and 1-4.
Okay.
So
what would you rate it?
Did I tell you? Did I tell you, man? Nah, man. It's a good project, man. It's a good, like I said, I'm trying to put people in a space where I think they would enjoy it. So if you working out, I think you would like it. I don't think Ferg ever disappoints with like just high energy music.
Nah, that's his lane.
Yeah. So, and I don't know if he keeps tapping into something, like I know he does it a little bit. He did it with No Ceilings, kind of like tapping into some of that drill sound. I think he sounds good on it.
He might make a new lane for himself.
I think if he taps into it here and there, you know, I think he sounds good on it. So, but yeah, man, it's a pretty good project, man. Like that's honestly, that is kind of one of the things I did like about, even though there's a lot of music that dropped this week. Action Bronson was different from Spillion, excuse me.
Yeah.
Spillion was different from Rap and Roll. Rap and Roll was different from Floor Seats 2.
Yeah.
So I'm getting
a lot of diverse projects.
So I'm getting different energy from, you know.
That's true.
So I do appreciate that. And I know you say you didn't listen to it, so all right. So without further ado, we will get into it. Mr. Trap Soul, the deluxe.
Man, you're the king of the curveballs.
Come
today.
on, man. You know the boy. Nah.
Hey,
so
fuck that. Let's kill him. Let's kill him. Let's get in the.
I don't know what your middle name is, Mr. Tiller.
How dare you?
But you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Yo, how dare Bryson Tiller?
You ought to be ashamed of yourself,
this
man.
Nigga.
You got Tory Lanez on the ropes.
You know what's crazy? That nigga dropped a single 3 weeks ago.
The one I told you, he dropped the single where the first minute was a sample. This nigga rapped for like, or he sang for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I went back and listened to it.
Yeah.
You were right.
Yeah,
you're right.
He finessed you with that one, and then he said, "Oh, wait a minute, you're gonna love this.
I got something special for you guys.
I'm gonna give you Trap Soul Deluxe
With all the leaked songs.
with all the songs y'all already heard before."
Bryson Taylor, bro, that was fucked up.
Man, go to hell, man.
That made me so mad when I saw that. I was like, Trap Soul Deluxe.
Now, I did listen to it because I love Trap Soul, but shame on you, man.
Nah,
Shame on
absolutely,
you,
man.
Shame on you, man.
He should feel ashamed of himself.
Listen, man, you got Tory on the ropes right here, and you had a chance to really make a move.
Honestly, if he would have did that, he would have got launched into another stratosphere. This was the weekend.
Bryson comes out with a surprise album on the heels of Tory. Like, come on, man. They'd be like, yo, don't stream Tory, stream Bryson.
Oh yeah, Tory would have had a frenzy.
But of course, he fumbles the rock. But Trap Soul is still a great album, but the shit's old, nigga. Don't ever do that again.
Yeah, man. Who you think you are?
Oh, shame on you, man.
Did you like any of the deluxe tracks? Wait.
Yes, when I heard them.
We heard them 5 years ago, though.
They were great.
I guess it was nice hearing them on the streaming service. I guess.
Now I don't have to go to YouTube. Now I can, it's.
God damn,
man.
How dare this nigga?
How's YouTube Premium working out for you? You still fucking with it?
I still got it.
Oh, good.
Bro, I'm keeping that for the rest of my life.
There we go.
If y'all don't know, get YouTube Premium. It'll change your life.
That's a fact.
It will change your life.
All right, no more curveballs. All right, so Friday evening, Tory Lanez got on social media announcing that he was going to be, well, he didn't say specifically music, but he said I'm sorry to my fans. I've been silent for so long, but now
I got time.
Yeah, but now I have time.
I ain't gonna lie, that was low key kind of hard.
9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which in my brain, I thought it would have been a song, so I wasn't surprised when I saw that there was music, but then I saw it was an entire album. So
yeah,
Tory Lanez dropped Daystar, and for a little bit of, I did get a little bit of clarification on the release date. This is the number one, it's his mom's birthday, that date that he released it, I guess, which would have been Friday, and the day that she passed away. So,
who passed away?
His mom.
Oh wow.
That was the, because all right. So the conversation was, hey, how can you release this in lieu of Breonna Taylor's announcement that
right
blah blah blah. So the date corresponded with his mother, the anniversary of his mother's passing, which was also her birthday. Wow. So that's what it was. Oh. That's what I got.
Take that, Twitter bitches.
So I got understanding. So I got some clarity from that. So because I'm not gonna lie, I did have some reservations about that because people have decided to not put out music in lieu of stuff. When Pop Smoke died, people was like not gonna release music, or they
gave him that weekend.
So it's like people have had the notion of saying, hey, this is probably not a good time to drop music. When Nipsey died, hey, I'm not gonna put music out.
Right.
So from that aspect, I could see people having an issue with that because it's not like people haven't done it before for similar reasons. Hey, somebody just died, or so that was part of that. But so now we get into the music, and you heard the whole thing, yes?
Yes.
All right, so
I'm kind of gonna dive into the controversy a bit when I talk to.
All right, so I'm just gonna talk about the music.
Oh, you want to circle back around
and then
talk about the controversy?
We can talk about the music, and then we can get into the actual.
All right, yeah, we can do that. That's
situation.
Cool.
All right. Cool. So the music itself, Tory Lanez, 17 songs, and I'm gonna be honest, the songs sound good. The songs sound great. He makes
great music.
He makes good music, and can't deny his talent. So from a musical standpoint, it's a great album. He has a lot of course, rapping, singing. He does respond to some people, some of his critics, some of the people who've spoken about him. He does, of course, I'm not going to say give his side, but he does respond to the allegations from Meg's side more so than anything. And So he did have a chance to state his case, and I do personally, I just don't understand why he didn't just do that to begin with. But we're here. He got music, so whatever. But the music itself, sounds great. Not gonna deny it. Not gonna deny it at all. And I just listened to it to see what I can get in terms of like because he said I have time, so I figured he was gonna tell as much as he could his perspective of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
But of course he kind of led with like hey, it's still an open case, which fine. I personally, that's where I'm at anyway. Like, I don't give a shit about none of this until it goes to court.
Yeah,
because that's what we're gonna find out.
Same here.
That's what we're gonna find out the truth. So
I'm on the same.
You can stand on whatever side of the fence you stand on. If you with Meg, cool. If you with Tory, that's cool too. When it go to court, we gonna find all this shit out.
Yep, I'm neutral.
So, but yeah, from a music standpoint, it's a great album, man. I can't even hold you. So, what did you think about it?
As far as lyrics go, I think it's his best project lyrically. I really enjoyed it. I didn't really have any complaints about it. I like the fact that he took the lyrical route too. He might have had like maybe 2 bangers, if you can call them that.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the fact that he took the rapping route, because I like Tory when he raps. To be honest, he's a really really good rapper, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that.
When him and Jordan went at it, and they had their little quote unquote beef.
Yeah.
And I like I said, his talent is undeniable. So I didn't expect anything less than like, great lyrics. I'm sorry.
No, but you're fine.
Yeah, but that's just, like you said, his lyrically,
Yeah, I think it's his best album, easily. So, I mean, I'm not saying it's better than the Chicks Tape series or nothing, or it might be, honestly. I don't know. It's a good album. Say what you want about it, man. It's a good album. But like you said, he didn't like expose much of the story the same way Meg didn't expose much of the story. I think they're both kind of playing it to where they're waiting for it to hit court. So, which is kind of what I expected. I didn't expect them to sit there and explain the entire situation. So, he dissed a lot of people too, but we'll get into that also. But overall, great album. Did you say your favorite track? Sorry. I like the whole thing. I ain't gonna lie.
I just listened to it, to be honest. I didn't.
You didn't really pay attention?
Yeah, I just listened to it.
I normally don't like when rappers make love songs, but I even like the fucking love songs. It was a good album.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I liked it. So that's where I stand. Production was. I wonder who he got to produce this. It was some really good production on that album.
Yeah. Like I said, man, it sounds good. It sounds good.
You can totally put time into this.
Yeah.
A lot of time.
So, all right. So we both are kind of on the same side as far as the music.
Yeah.
So let's actually get into
the real shit.
All right. So, how do I want to approach this? So I'll tell you kind of how I felt about him kind of dropping the album. I can't really say that I'm a fan of it, just from the simple fact that now that I hear like what he's saying, so he's denying that what Meg said happened, basically saying that he didn't shoot her, but he still wants to be cool with her and he still wants to have a relationship with her.
Yeah, that was very
I'm
weird.
just not understanding. Like, you've worked yourself into a space, like we just talked about, being independent. You're actually kind of controlling your own destiny now. This girl, according to you, is framing you, setting you up, trying to destroy you, but you still want to be cool with her.
Yeah.
I'm not understanding. Just like people were looking at quote unquote inconsistencies in Meg's side, I'm listening to him, and I'm like, yo, that's not really make any sense either.
She laid it on that nigga.
So she may have the WAP.
Yeah,
she may.
She laid it on him. Let's just be real.
You know, so it's like, it's weird, man. Somebody who's ruining your life, you typically don't want no parts of. So from that aspect of it, it's a little bit confusing. He has every right to say his piece. So like I said, I'm not. I know a lot of people are giving him heat about putting out the profiting off of his, Meg's trauma, which I think is valid, because if you allegedly still care about this girl and want to reconcile with her,
why you do that?
Like, why are you doing that?
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying?
True.
If he was like, fuck her, blah blah blah, and I'm gonna do my thing, it would still be a asshole move, but it would kind of make more sense.
Do you think he already had the album planned, but once the situation happened, he changed the whole album? Because I think that's what happened. I guarantee you he had the whole album and then he scraped it and made this.
That's possible.
That's my theory.
It's possible. I think, as independent, I'm sure the first thing he was trying to do was like, let me put something out. Mm-hmm. And things happen, and no, I think that makes sense. Where do you stand as far as one last thing, and then I'll toss it to you.
Go ahead.
The whole like giving proceeds to Breonna Taylor's foundation, just do it, bro.
Yeah, that's one of the things you do. You do it and you just don't talk about it. Don't talk about it.
Like, just because now it's like all that. To me, it just sounds like you're trying to justify why you're doing it, which means you kind of know that
he's pandering.
It's fucked up. So you're trying to like buffer it in a way to where, well, hey, I'm giving this to Breonna Taylor's family, and even like some of the songs he had, he was like, and it's funny too, because like a lot of people got on Meg saying like, hey, don't take this isolated incident and then turn it into the black men don't protect black women.
Yeah.
But he kind of did the same thing where it's like this isolated incident turned into, it's an assassination on the black man.
He made a whole damn song about it.
You feel what I'm saying?
Literally,
he had like a whole little, yeah, exactly. So it's like, they fear the independent black man. They fear like he went into that bag with it. And it's like, okay, well, if that's where you're going to take it, then now I got to kind of look at it a little differently now. Cause now we go from you speaking your piece and what happened, which again, I'm cool with, because again, I do, regardless of how you feel about him, he does have a right to tell his side of the story.
Yep.
But you start trying to make yourself a victim in a way and turn it into something nasty, then to me, I start looking kind of funny, man. It starts looking funny to me. So, what's your take on the outside the music part of it?
I'm kind of tired of people trying to turn this situation into a different situation. People are trying to bring Chris Brown into it. That nigga Chris Brown was chilling in his fucking basement, drawing shit, then going on Twitter and seeing his name mentioned with the same. And, people trying to draw parallels to all these fucking situations, man. And the one that made me mad the most was the Breonna Taylor one. You got people sitting here comparing this to Breonna Taylor's murder. And it's so fucking stupid. Like, and it shows that half you niggas don't think for yourselves. Y'all probably read that shit on somebody's Twitter post, and y'all said, "Oh, that makes sense," and then retweeted it, and then commented like, "Oh yeah, you're right. Bro, let me get two things clear. One, the only thing this has in common with Breonna Taylor is the fact that there was a black woman involved. That, and there was a bullet that hit someone, and nobody knows where it came from. Those are your two little similarities. Outside of that, this isn't the same. And I'm so sick of seeing that. I'm sick of people, because not only does it show me that, you ain't got a mind for yourself, but it also show me that you don't know shit about the Breonna Taylor situation as is. Because no person in their right mind could know about that entire thing and say, honest to God, that sounds like the Tory Lanez situation.
Yeah. Just trying to reach to connect.
Yeah, you reaching. You reaching and trying to connect it to something that's on a whole different scale. And they not on. It's not the same. And then you got people like Rick Ross saying little dumb shit. Trying to promote his little fucking vodka and shit or champagne, whatever it is, and then trying to connect it to Breonna Taylor hopping on the bandwagon. Like it's just showing. I feel like it's just showing a lot of you niggas don't read.
Yeah, I think it's nasty. I think it's because I'm with you on the Ross thing. Like I saw his video and all I see is them fucking bottles in the front of the video.
Yeah,
with them tagged, and I'm just sitting here like.
You niggas is losers.
Like, come on, man. This is just something to me where it's like, and that's why I said what I said, man. Like when it goes to court, it goes to court. Meg said what she had to say on live. He said what he had to say through music. And again, you can critique how he went about doing it. He did it. He said, again, at least in certain areas, what didn't happen. But I'm just really confused about the idea that this woman is framing you, but you still want to be cool with her.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
It's really weird. Like I said, I'm only looking at this from Tory's side because I'm always gonna look at it from the man's side because I feel like as a man, when you and even like the stuff he talked about being independent, like that whole little spiel. And in my brain, I'm like, all right, well, if you know that you're independent, if you know that that's what the black man, if that's what people fear, why is there a gun in your possession? Like, I always go back to like the events that happened before the shooting. In order for there to even have been a shooting, there had to have been a gun.
Right.
You have a gun, and
you got security.
You have security, and again, you've built all this up. In terms of, like we just talked about a few weeks ago, quarantine radio, you got the YouTube deal. Who has the most to lose here?
Yeah.
You have the most to lose. And fair or unfair, people talk about that shit all they want. And I see a lot of dudes be talking about that shit. But with men, like, you got to understand, you got to move smart. And there's a part before this even happens where he decides to go to California. And there's a decision that you make right then and there of how you operate. If you feel that you're in a space where you need to have protection, that's what security is for.
Right.
So now we look at the after effects and we want to talk about what happens to the event in retrospect, or excuse me, not in retrospect, but as what's unfolded now. And to me, I always try to reverse engineer. Like, what happened before that? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as a man, to me, it's about Tory and his decision making and putting himself in a situation where, why is there even a gun involved?
Yeah,
and that's why I said I don't care about
that's the prime question.
I don't care about the other shit. Him flirting with another broad, that shit happens. I don't care about none of that shit. So like all that stuff he was talking about I was with Kylie and she was tripping and blah blah blah. That shit happens. It's whatever. That's especially rich people in Hollywood. Yeah. At a party.
Young rich people like that.
So that's just par for the course. I don't care about none of that. So it just really, to me, I look at it just in that respect. Not that I don't have any compassion for Meg in the situation and what she says that she experienced from her perspective.
Right, of course not.
I just look at it as, how did we get here? Before we got here, we were somewhere else where things were better and things didn't. So to me, it's just decision making, man. Like when you have a lot to lose, you have to just be careful with how you move. And for me with Tory, I really, again, we'll see what happens in court when people are under oath, and it's just really sad, man. It's just really sad, and people are chiming in about, like I said, this is a specific incident with rich rappers, and we got to stop doing this shit where we take, whether it be Cardi B and Offset situation or Tory Lanez and Meg situation, and start glossing that shit across the masses as a whole. Like, these are rich people and they do shit that rich people do, and they don't speak for me. Offset doesn't represent me. Tory doesn't represent me. So this whole true. Black men shit,
yeah,
like, I like their music. I don't identify with these niggas.
We don't know these niggas.
I don't carry guns where I can't carry guns.
Right.
I don't marry a girl if I still want to fuck around with people. Like I don't so like don't pin people in the same bracket, and that's like
that's what all this shit. That's all people been doing since his album came out.
This is, and honestly, it's a full spectrum, bro. Like I have no dog in the fight. It's a bunch of niggas who make these videos too about these celebrities, and they try to identify them with like everyday people. And it's like it's a lot of women that say, "Yo, Cardi B don't speak for me, Meg don't speak for me." It's the same shit.
Yeah,
and I get it. We like this. It's entertainment, and this is like it's the space and it's the field. So it's like it's what we talking about. But like Meg's and Tory's situation, it's unfortunate, and
absolutely.
God, thank God no one died, and thank God no one was seriously hurt. But Tory Lanez does not speak for me. I don't condone, I don't represent nothing that nigga does, and I just need people to understand that and stop trying to make shit that happens with specific groups of people, celebrities, entertainers. It's always the same shit. It's like celebrities and entertainers, athletes. They take them because obviously they're in the most spotlight, but don't take that and gloss that over and take it and say black men.
Yeah, something else that I saw is that they said if you listen to the album, you don't support black women or some dumb shit. That's something else that's been floating around. And I'm just sitting here like,
listen, man.
Yo, what the fuck is you talking about? Like, that's what I mean, man. A lot of people keep trying to they keep trying to correlate shit with shit that isn't correlated.
I'm going to tell this to black men, black women, black people. If you really feel that you walk around in a space where your life is in danger all the time, get a gun.
Correct.
I don't know what else to tell you. Like, if you don't feel protected, if you don't feel safe, like whether you're a black man, black woman,
no matter who you are,
exactly. If you're an individual who really walks around like this is not the same thing, but when LeBron made that post about how black people are hunted in America, I don't feel hunted. But if I'm in a space where I feel like I need to protect myself, I have a gun. Like,
absolutely.
Like, come on, man. Like, this is the reality. The reality is a specific situation. We got to stop trying to connect dots and make them into other situations that are not the same.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of you are doing. A lot of you are trying to turn this situation into something that it's not.
We got to stop it.
And y'all need to start. A lot of people, you niggas, I know I keep saying it, but y'all need to start thinking on your own. Like, I'm so sick of going on Twitter and seeing all you goofy ass niggas posting shit that don't make no sense. And I know you didn't think of it on your own.
Listen, man, I like some of their music. I probably wouldn't hang out with them if I knew them.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Well, I've been saying for years that Tory Lanez is lame.
He's a goofball.
He's lame. Like, if you follow music, Tory Lanez is lame. Like, it is what it is.
And the thing is, I think what happens is it's like celebrity idolization. They see these people and they feel like they know them, and they feel like I understand rooting for people and seeing their story, and that, to me, that is one of the good things and almost catch-22s about social media. You see somebody's come up from a certain point when they weren't where they at.
Right.
So you see their growth, but now when you see their growth, you feel like you grew with them, and you feel like somehow y'all are close and sisters.
Yeah, like you can call this nigga up.
Listen, Meg don't know half of y'all. Tory don't know half of y'all. If some shit happened to y'all, they wouldn't give a fuck about none of y'all, and that's just the reality of it.
That's facts.
So it's one thing to have a conversation about their specific situation as celebrities, but they don't know any of y'all. They don't speak for y'all. They don't speak for me. The damn sure don't speak for me. So,
but y'all speak for them.
Y'all be putting the capes on.
Y'all, boy, I swear to God,
y'all
are some heroes out here
for niggas that don't care nothing about you, man.
It's fucking sad to see, man.
So just cut it out.
Yeah, man.
Cut it out. So
be your own person. Think for yourself. That's pretty much the gist of the shit.
Because if we could really get into it, we can make an argument about discernment. If you're a fan of Tory Lanez and you cape it for him, you could really say, hey, well, you need to be more careful about who you have around you. And if you a fan of Meg, you can keep it a buck and say, yo, Meg, you got to understand the type of dudes you be around.
The type of dudes yeah, exactly.
So if we really going to talk about it, it's, to me, again, before we get to a certain point, they're the point where you meet people, get to know them. It's the same shit with like Cardi and Offset.
Yeah.
Like, to me, when I saw, regardless about the falling out, I'm like, do they know each other? Like I saw one day they were together, the next day they were married. Oh shit.
Yeah, they move pretty.
Shut up, Bixby. Shut up, Bixby. Mind your business. Fucking phone, man.
Yeah, they.
So
Siri the feds.
I didn't understand that. Of course you didn't, woman. Mind your business. but no, man. So all right. So I don't want to turn this into that podcast because I can go there. But
yeah, I don't want to kill you niggas. Well, maybe I do. I don't know.
We need to have a serious conversation about celebrity idolization. But that it won't be today.
I think it's something that people don't talk about enough. To be honest, like these niggas don't care about you, bro. I had friends posting on Facebook when Tory Lanez came out, like, oh, well, if you listen to Tory Lanez album, you know, fuck you, da-da-da. I'm like, bitch, shut up. Like, I saw this one girl like, oh, well, if you listen to Tory Lanez album, I hope you choke. Like, the fuck is you talking about?
Listen, man. It just...
Yo, go outside, fam.
Look.
Fucking goofy. Y'all niggas is goofy, bro. I swear to God.
So at the end of the day, like I said, there will be a court case, and whatever it is determined. If it is in fact determined that Tory Lanez is guilty, then he should be punished to the full extent of the law.
Right.
And,
I agree with that.
You know, if it turns out that he is in fact innocent and then it didn't happen, then he should be exonerated. He should be, you know, obviously with certain perceptions about him. There's going to be people who just will refuse to acknowledge it. But again, whatever pans out, if he is in fact responsible, then I'm not sitting here. I don't have any dog in this fight. I really don't.
Nah, same here.
Because we do a podcast and we talk about shit, but I don't know these people like that, and
I ain't on nobody's side.
I'm just really, and this isn't even really specifically about this. I just see like a culmination of things. Like I said, that's why I brought up the Cardi B and Offset thing. But I just see it with celebrities and things that happen, and like we've just become overly invested in people that we don't know care about you.
We don't know.
Forget don't know you. They don't care about you. Like that's not even they don't care about you.
And then there's people who are doing better than you on top of that.
They don't care about you.
I don't get it.
They just have money, man. I don't want to say, but they have issues, obviously. But
yeah, of course. But what I'm saying is like, you know, I feel like it's flawed. The main people who are talking are like flawed, are like deeply flawed people too. And maybe you're not deeply flawed. Let me take that back. Maybe you're not deeply flawed, but it's like, you know, you're not perfect.
Listen, man.
That's the thing. Like nobody's perfect. Y'all keep sitting out here putting on these capes on for people like you're just fucking perfect. And you're not.
We've just reached a space, and this is really society as a whole. We've reached a space where there's not much room for nuanced conversations, things that aren't so black and white. And the thing is, man, like I don't even really entertain a lot of that shit anymore. Like if you do this, you must be that. If you do this, you must, you know, like if I, this is just an example, you know, if I say, hey, Donald Trump did something good, it's like, oh, you must be a MAGA supporting motherfucker, blah, blah, blah. And it's like,
and that's the type of society we live in.
That's where we at. So it's like, that's, you know, and I just don't entertain shit like that. And it's like, unfortunately now having independent thought comes with a price, and, you know, I'll pay the toll. So
absolutely, but you know, that's our take on the controversy, and there's more controversies, but I think those were the biggest ones.
So yeah, so once again, Vin Diesel, Feel Like I Do.
Wait, I do got a
coming
question.
to an Abercrombie. Oh.
I got one question about the album.
What's up?
What was your favorite diss? Out of all the disses on the album, who was your favorite one?
I'm not gonna say favorite, but it was just funny because
the funniest one to you.
He said everyday struggle, fuck Maul.
Yeah, and that was mine.
It threw me off because I'm like everyday struggle, so I'm thinking like he's gonna say something about act. Then he said fuck Maul.
He said fuck Maul.
That was funny.
And the J.R. Smith talking about how
the J.R. Smith
talking about how J.R. Smith is an average ass player.
Yeah.
That was good too.
That was good. That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, those are my top two.
So we don't normally promote other podcasts, but when they come back, I want to see what Maul.
Oh, that's gonna be lit.
I want to see what Maul say, because that shit is
everyday struggle. Fuck Maul. He didn't even try to rob it.
It don't matter. It was.
Yeah,
he got the point across.
You know what's funny? I guarantee you, he had a bar lined up, and he was just like, "Nah, fuck ball."
Yeah, man.
That shit was funny.
Yeah.
All right.
So
anyway, Vin Diesel.
Nah, just talking some shit.
You don't want to talk about Vin Diesel more?
Nah.
Okay.
So yeah, man. I mean, that's where I'm at with it, man. That's what it is. And you know, what's crazy is I've seen there's a lot of women who, you know, they say, hey, you know, it's two sides to a story or three sides to a story.
I've been seeing seeing a lot of women kind of switch their tone.
Well, not even that. It's just I think there's just
or
more,
maybe they were quiet before.
Here's the thing, man. I don't want to say they switch their tone. I just think the voices that get put out in the forefront, we assume that, not we, me and you, but people may assume that's the only voices that are out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of women who think critically.
Absolutely.
And they, you know, and there's a lot of people who just simply don't say shit. They don't say things online because, again, they know who they're talking to. They're talking to people, a lot of people who don't have that same type of independent thought. They just see some shit they don't like and read, and then they go off and, you know what I mean? So, we can move on to some of these singles.
A lot of singles.
Yeah,
man, those got like goddamn music, man.
Yeah, I can listen. I only listen to the one I shouted out, but you can go through these and.
Okay, singles. Reason of TDE dropped a song with Vince Staples. Why won't called Sauce? Why the fuck is Vince Staples playing with us? So far, Vince Staples has only had 4 features this year, and they're low key the best features of the year. And he hasn't even dropped a song. That's the thing.
Know your worth, King.
Bro, Vince Staples murdered this song. You should really listen to it.
I will.
Okay.
I like Reason. I like Vince.
I don't know if I said the name, but the name of the song is Reason. The name of the song is Sauce, Reason, Vince Staples. Vince Staples needs to drop an album. I don't know what the hell's going on. It's a banger, but it's really good. They both got bars. They both can rap. So, yeah. Lil Wayne dropped the deluxe version of the Carter 5 this week. He has some deluxe tracks, even though most of them already leaked already, but he did put 2 that nobody heard, which was Siri, him and 2 Chainz, produced by Mike Will Made It. Amazing. It's a great song. I love it. What you liked it? You say you liked that too, right?
Yeah, it's pretty hard. Yeah.
That was a great song. Bro, Siri the Feds, bro, that was hard, bro.
Yeah.
He had a line on there. What did he say? He said, "Niggas praying on my downfall. At least they religious." I was like, "Yo, this man is."
Yeah, he did his thing. Nah,
he
that shit was hard. That shit was hard, bro.
2 Chainz did his thing too. Don't get me wrong, but you can also tell that this is an old song.
Yeah,
but damn, it's good. And Mike Will's production was A1. So Siri, check it out. Travis Scott has made his return. Finally, hopefully he got an album coming out. Travis Scott featuring Young Thug and MIA franchise. You probably already heard about it because people killed MIA's part. If you don't know, that was MIA's return to music after
being MIA.
Yeah,
it's okay. I'm nice with this, doc.
All right,
I'm nice with it, doc.
I think that was her first time in like 7 years, maybe. She's been going for a while, so she sucked. I was really disappointed. I was actually really excited when I saw her name on the title, but
what you thought, huh?
Yeah, but Travis and Young Thug did their thing. I'll give him that. Travis is getting better as a rapper. People aren't talking about it enough because Travis used to be a really ass rapper. I want to make that clear. We only liked him because of his production and his flow and his vibes, and because he's Ragers, but his lyrics are improving. So. Even though improving slowly, but they're improving. So shout out to that franchise. YG has an album coming out, first single out on Bell. That shit's hard. I'm a huge YG fan. I've been disappointed lately, but this song's hard. I love YG. He's an album artist. I didn't like his last 2 albums though. I'm not gonna lie. Well, no, I didn't like Bulletproof, but I like the one before that. So, and My Crazy Life is one of the best albums ever. Mm-hmm. And Still Brazy is great too. So yeah, check it out. YG out on Bell. They put King of the Fall. In case you don't know, that is an old Weeknd song that came out on SoundCloud back in 2015, and it never went on streaming services. So if you had it, you had it. If you didn't, you didn't, because you didn't know about it. That was back when people had to download music off the internet. So, yeah, look, they just put it on streaming services. It is a phenomenal song. If you are a Weeknd fan, you have to listen to it. If you're not a Weeknd fan, you have to listen to it. That's one of his best songs, easily. I'm so happy they put it on streaming services. So, King of the Fall Weeknd. And, of course, last but not least, Vin Diesel, Feel Like I Do.
We told you first.
Yeah, well, you heard it here first. It's a banger. So, Feel Like I Do. It is on all streaming services. Coming to Macy's, Abercrombie, Gap, Dollar General, Walmart.
Dollar General.
You name it. You name the store. You name the store. It's gonna play. I promise you.
Oh man.
So yeah, Feel Like I Do. Hope you're ready. And there are way more singles that we just do not remember because it was a lot of music this week. Man, I don't know why so many artists dropped this week. Honorable mentions: Public Enemy dropped the album. MGK dropped the album. Stolly dropped the album. That's all I can think of, but it was more.
Jesus.
Man, what the fuck? All right, TV shows, movies. You got anything? Nothing you ain't already talk about?
Nah, I have to watch The Boys, the last episode that came out yesterday, which is Friday. I gotta watch that. I did see, we talked about it a little bit, the WandaVision trailer.
Oh, that shit gonna be hard.
And
WandaVision about to be hard.
So of course we delved into that off mic, but I think that there's gonna be a connection between WandaVision and Doctor Strange 2. And I think most people kind of assume that, or at least kind of put some of that together. So yeah, shit is crazy, man. I'm excited. I didn't see any trailer, but I did hear that there was an announcement that Nick Fury was getting a series.
Yeah, I saw that.
So
I think it just came out today, actually.
Yeah, so
that's gonna be lit. It's probably gonna be like in this past.
Probably. So yeah,
and they got Samuel L. Jackson in the role too. So he's old as hell. I wonder if that's gonna work.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, they got makeup and shit. They made him look all young in Captain Marvel, so they may at least young him up a little bit.
Did Captain Marvel deserve all the hate it got?
Not all of it, but in hindsight, I would have rather seen Black Widow.
Absolutely.
Than that.
I guarantee you they've had Black Widow and Tuck for like a year.
You know, like
maybe 2.
Some of the things that happen, and this is my thing with Captain Marvel. Okay, like some of the stuff that they kind of made blaringly obvious in terms of like some of the stuff, the interaction with the guys. Like the dude was like, "It's a reason they call it the cockpit." It's like, bro, niggas don't need to talk like that, man. Like just shit like that.
What you think this is, the 80s? Oh wait, the movie was in the 80s.
It was in the okay. but even still,
damn.
and then there's like a situation where like, so like basically pretty much like almost every dude except for Nick Fury that she encountered was like a douchebag. So
yeah, pretty much.
So they had to force that whole men bad, women good type of shit, and it was a little too much. It was a lot of that for me. That was just like, all right, we get it.
We get it. We're not shit.
Yeah, no.
We get it.
Men bad, women good.
We suck.
Like we're not the greatest, but it was just like blobs. It was like, smile, baby, and it's like, oh my god. It's like shit like that. And one of my gripes too is like with most superhero movies is like they have to kind of overcome something. Like she just had like an inhibitor on her. That was the only thing. Like it's not like she had to like build herself up. She just had like a thing that was.
Yeah, that was kind of whack.
Diluting, yeah, like it was diluting her power.
It was kind of whack.
Like Iron Man had to fucking fight out of a cave.
Iron Man, yeah.
So it's like, you know what I mean?
Thor whole family died.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's like niggas really went through some shit.
I did like the scene where they had her standing like after she got knocked down, and they show like all the phases of her life of her standing. That was a pretty hard scene.
That was like some tough woman stuff.
Yeah, I can live with that.
Yeah, that was like I am woman, hear me roar type of stuff.
Yeah, but you ain't gotta fucking tell me I ain't shit the whole movie.
So yeah, but yeah, so yeah, some Marvel stuff coming, so we'll got our eye on it. But I honestly I didn't really watch too much.
What's your most anticipated Marvel project? You ain't gotta dive deep. I'm just curious.
Anticipated now, Black Panther 2. just to see like
what they do,
what they're gonna do with it. Yeah,
mine is Doctor Strange.
It's up there. I mean,
Doctor Strange 2 is definitely mine.
That's up there. Blade is up there.
And I want to see what they do with Thor.
Oh, Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder. I'm curious because that's a hard ass title, so I'm really curious about that.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
So anyway, we're into that kind of shit. So, what have I been watching? F is for Family. I already told y'all what it's about. If you don't know what it's about, go back to episode 20.
Watch it be the wrong one.
Yo, this nigga said F is for Family. So
liar.
And Watchmen. I talked about that last episode. So if you don't, that one's for sure. I talked about that last episode. So watch it. Watchmen, F is for Family. If you don't know what it's about, go check it out. It is on HBO Max and Netflix. Now, your favorite NBA owners are Republicans.
Oh.
Yo, does anybody even know the NBA owners' names? That's like people know Jerry Jones. I don't know a single NBA owner.
You do. You know James Dolan.
Oh yeah.
You know
name somebody else.
Steve Ballmer.
Okay, yeah,
you know
right.
Mark Cuban.
Damn, you're right. I know NBA owners.
You know a few. Yeah, you know a few of them.
But they're more entertaining than
Jim Buss, Jeannie Buss now. Lakers.
But NBA owners are more entertaining than NFL owners. Jerry Jones is the only interesting one.
Jerry Jones he's just a super, like, he's out there. I mean, you got Robert Kraft, who's kind of.
Oh yeah.
Not really. You know
that man got caught.
He beat his case.
Man got caught.
Man beat
getting hand jobs.
He beat the charge. What you mean?
Why people try to kill that man for that?
Charges drop.
Why they try to kill him for getting hand jobs?
They said it was illegal.
Man, he could be doing way worse shit.
Yeah, but
people was acting like he got caught peddling drugs.
Well, they did. I mean, not they did, but their organization is not necessarily a beacon of.
I'm just saying, man. He could have been done. At least y'all didn't see that nigga naked. Yeah,
so somebody had the revelation that NBA owners donate to Republicans, which I don't understand why that's so shocking, but
I don't know why anyone's surprised about that.
Apparently it's news because,
whatsoever.
You know, what you thought, because niggas wore shirts to say vote. It was going what you thought?
Who you thought they was voting for?
What you thought?
You assume they was voting for Biden?
Shit.
Oh, man, that's funny.
That's why Trump ain't really going so hard at the NBA. He's like, you know, he's still getting that money.
You think he's secretly kicking with them niggas.
Come on, man.
They be giving that nigga tickets.
What if him and Adam Silver be like dapping it up behind the scenes? Like,
Adam Silver will lose all the respect if that ever comes out.
These niggas are working my nerves.
It's glad to see a familiar face.
If I see how many more one more time on a jersey, damn, how many more games until
this shit's over? Oh man, that's I don't know why people are making such a big deal about this. What's surprising about this? Some of your favorite people that you idolize are probably secret Trump supporters
because they got fooled by the Twitter post. Hello, Black America. We're gonna do better. We promise. Sincerely, Adam Silver.
He was the only one that signed it.
I know.
He was the sole signature.
Hello, blacks. We failed you, but never again. We're gonna put it BLM on the courts.
Everywhere BLM.
We're gonna put slogans on your NBA approved slogans on your jerseys.
NBA approved slogans.
Yeah.
You want to know what's funny? So, I live in Brookhaven. So when the riots started happening, the protests and all that, all the little fancy houses had Black Lives Matter everywhere. I saw that shit everywhere. Fast forward to last week, all I see is Trump pins. I see Trump pins banners on all and I recognize some of the houses. I'm like, wait,
you know why?
Didn't they just have Black Lives Matter up here?
Because they are engulfed in the media. It's like, it's not what I thought it was. They're a terrorist organization. Honey, we've been supporting terrorists.
they ripped that Black Lives Matter shit up real quick.
Get it off of my window now.
Show them who we really are. I've been seeing Trump pins banners everywhere.
Man, this is why virtue signaling, grandstanding, and again, that's another conversation for another day. But yeah, man. So Speaking of NBA, we got some pretty good series going on.
Yeah, it's been good.
Boston and Miami. What, at 3-2 now? What is it?
It's 3-2.
3-2. And
3-2 Miami.
yeah, so and then we have Denver and LA 3-1.
You think Denver's gonna do the impossible and come back from 3-1 again?
I don't think they lose. I think they lose game 6. I think they do. I think they win the next game, and then they lose, and then that has to end.
Anthony Davis ain't gonna let them lose. Ain't gonna let the Lakers lose, man.
They can't, man. Honestly, you can't be the team. Like y'all kind of got a gift. Like the Clippers are out.
Yeah.
So it's like you got a gift. And the last thing you want to do is also be the niggas that lost the same way.
Could you imagine that? Bro, people will kill the Lakers.
No, LeBron would be eviscerated. LeBron would be
oh my goodness.
LeBron would be destroyed. Like he would be like out of the GOAT conversation like forever. And like Kawhi wouldn't look that bad. He's like, see, them niggas is good. that boy bad. That boy Jamal Murray, he kind of nice.
If Kawhi does that, that would low-key be funny.
Hey, he opened a Twitter account. Told you.
Told you.
Told you. Them boys is good, man.
Does Kawhi even have a Twitter?
Nah.
Oh, my God.
He has one, but it's like probably one of those ones that like somebody manages.
It would be funny if he made a whole Twitter just to say told you and then deleted the Twitter. That would
somebody screenshot it and he's like
that would be great though, for real.
That boy's bad.
Kawhi will be a legend if he did that.
But yeah.
But
if that does happen to happen.
But I highly doubt it.
I doubt it, but Jamal Murray, immediate superstar.
Absolutely. Jamal Murray is just Denver better give him whatever he wants.
Man.
Come contract time.
Yeah, man. So I have the Lakers winning game 6, and I have Miami also winning game 6. I think Miami's gonna close it out. They can't. They have this thing where they just get laxed. They just get like when Miami focuses. I don't think Boston really has a chance. But
no,
they go through these spurts where they kind of just get lackadaisical. So I don't think they can really afford to do that. So I think Miami closes out next game.
But Miami's also a fourth quarter team.
Yeah.
They're a real big fourth quarter team.
Which sometimes that works against you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's like it's kind of the same situation as Denver. It's like, they're comfortable being down 3-1, but it's like there's only so many times you can pull yourself out of that.
You pulled it off twice somehow.
Yeah, so but yeah, man, so I think I think both game 6s for these series, and then we got Lakers and Heat in the finals.
That's gonna be a good finals. If that happens, that's gonna be great.
And then we gonna see who be sneaking the niggas into the hotels now.
We gonna find out the truth.
Hey, they gonna be paying niggas to get. They gonna be paying. Yo,
do they let players stay in the bubble if they lose?
No,
I wouldn't want to be there anyway.
The teams leave.
Oh,
yeah, the teams leave.
Imagine that. I want to see this game. Imagine being that one player. So, you know how they beat us. I want to see how it is.
Nah, get your ass out.
Nah, nigga, go home.
You wanted to stay, you should have won.
Go to Disney World, nigga.
Exactly.
So yeah, should be good, man. There's a game tonight, right?
Boston and
Lakers.
Lakers and Nuggets.
Okay.
Yeah,
should be good.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, damn, we're hour 30. How many days do you make her pay?
Oh, you threw this bullshit in there. Okay. How many dates make her pay?
So you make her pay for herself?
You better pay for this meal, motherfucker.
When do you make her pay for herself?
Well, it just honestly it depends. Like for me, it's like if I'm seeing the same person, it has to like be progressing. Okay. And if it's not going nowhere, we just don't date. We just don't date no more. So I don't really have a lot of times where like I had like
you don't have like a set number?
Like a make well no, because honestly a lot of times it's like after a few dates. Like for me the first date I always pay. Like regardless of how it's set up, I just take care of it. Okay. And then I've had a situation where it's like, okay, the next time we go out, like she'll get it. And I'm like, no. She's like, no, I got it. You know, and it's like, you know, woman shit. So you say, okay, whatever. So I don't know. But in my brain, I would feel like after 3 days of me paying, if it ain't going nowhere, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, no more. So I would say like after 3.
Okay. My number's 3.
How do you make her pay? How does this work?
This is what I do.
Walk me through this.
I got a whole strategy behind this.
All right.
So first date, you know, I'll take you wherever. Fine. I'll probably pick the place, but you know, I'll pick. You know, we'll go. I won't make you pay, of course. Second date, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna pay that time. Now, if we go on a third date, I'm picking somewhere cheap. I'm gonna pick like the bar, like the mom and pop bar, and I'm gonna be like, all right, you pay.
All right, you pay.
Be like, you sent in the text beforehand. You be like, you got yourself this all right. And then if you say no, I might pay depending on how I feel about you, but the dates are going to get progressively cheaper. So we're going to go from top of the line to a slow decline, and you won't even realize it until maybe that 5th date, and we're walking through the park.
Yeah, I feel like, especially now, and again, this is kind of like using a little bit of discernment. Like, I got to have some sort of inkling that, like, you're into me.
Right.
And I'm not just, like, the food nigga.
Yeah, don't make me the food nigga.
So it's like, yeah, because we'll be at a bowling alley somewhere.
I'll take your ass to a hot dog stand. We'll get to the hot dog stand.
Get some fucking corn dogs, nigga. Shit.
Could you imagine giving the
hey,
like, yo, I'm hungry.
It'd be a restaurant across the street. Like, oh, we going there? Nope, Captain D's.
When the last time you saw Captain D?
There's one over there in off of I know this because I used to work close by the area. It's off of not Mansell Road. What's exit 7? Holcomb Bridge.
Would you go out your way to prove a point? Like, so you would like make sure she goes to Captain D's. So you drive like the 30 minutes knowing you're going to Captain D. Be like, it's a surprise.
It's in me. I'm not gonna say
that's the most pettiest shit you could ever do.
It's in me.
I would do it. I can see myself doing some dumb shit.
Listen, man. People say there's low road. Don't take the high road. Take the low road. And I know some low roads.
That's low.
Hey, I know some directions. I know. Yeah, I'm familiar with some.
I got a surprise for you. Oh shit.
But yeah, I gotta feel like, you know, it's because for me, like when I was dating actively, you know, I was, you know, the other thing too, I was like, I would be dating like multiple people, so it's like, you know, hey man, y'all can't all get my money.
Oh no, when are you niggas going out for ice cream?
Hey,
you better be happy.
Hey, yo, hey, exactly. So it's like, shoot, I hope you like
Brewster's.
Shoot, I hope you like onion rings. So. Shit.
Oh shit.
But yeah, so.
All right. Well, that was my question.
Make her pay. That sounds so funny. Hey, give me your purse. You
got your card?
Motherfucking purse, nigga. So. you ever like when they put the check down and like you don't grab it right away?
Yeah.
You be your phone acting like you ain't seen like. Damn, the Nuggets. Hey, the Nuggets balling, man. Sure, they like basketball.
Could you imagine that shit? You let like 10 minutes pass. Hey, you strike up a whole conversation, like waiting to see.
Hey, you start looking. Y'all had that stare down. Who finna break?
That's funny.
Yeah, man. You got anything else?
Nah, that was it.
All right, I do not. So, ladies and gentlemen, action-packed episode, a lot of music, and thank you all for tuning in. Before we leave, if you are listening or watching, if you check out the description, we're going to have timestamps for the topics. We're also going to have links for the social media. We would be grateful if you were to click that link, follow us on all DSPs and all social media platforms. And we got the Patreon coming. We have Discord coming as well, so you can connect with us, give us some feedback on the episodes, give us some ideas for some other topics, and
Absolutely.
just kind of help us build our audience. And as always, we thank you for tuning in. You have anything else?
Hey, man, stay safe. Don't make dumb decisions. Look both ways when you cross the street.
That's good.
Wear a
advice.
seatbelt.
Wear a seatbelt. Wear a seatbelt. And that is all for me. Everyone have a great week, and we'll see you guys next week. Take care. Peace.
Be safe.